a very striking thought to me.
How long does your digital data last? Digital data, that's redundant. But you know what I'm saying? Like, how long do you last in the digital world?
How long do you last in real life?
Exactly. Does the internet create immortality?
I don't think so. It couldn't possibly unless Google finally builds it. Well, Google is creating immortality for us all, I suppose, in a sense.
In a way.
Keeping all the information. I don't know. It certainly makes us live in a different way.
Right.
We are alive in a different way.
I agree.
That's it for me.
That's from the first video, then.
That's it for me, yes.
All right. Well, let's move on to what I've got here for the second video. All right, so in the second video, Dr. Oblivion talked a lot about how there are computer science majors taking this course. You know, and you and I are computer science minors, but we are English majors. And
you're an English major too?
Yes, yes.
Oh, for goodness sakes!
Air 5.
Internet 5.
Internet 5. But really, like, he was talking about how computer science majors will take this course and be like, what is this? Like, I don't want this. I don't want this, you know, like, this is not what I signed up for. I don't want this artsy stuff. But, you know, Dr. Oblivion also made a good point about how when you take these liberal arts courses, it can enhance your computer programming. So I was curious of what you thought about how it could enhance your programming. Like, what aspects of liberal arts education do you think could enhance such a scientifically based subject?
Well, I personally thought it was very... I still think it's a little odd of a place to put digital storytelling, but I think of it more as a humanities, but that's the problem. It's so different, you know. You have your... It's all computer-based.
Right.
But it's also so creative. So at the same time, I feel like half of it should be computer science, half of it should be art, and the other half should be, like, the humanities department, like English.
So Cart-English. Cart-English.
Cart-English.
Cart-English.
I like it. And, but I do think that it will help my programming in a kind of augmenting way. For example, I took a course this summer about web applications.
Oh.
Web application development. And a lot of what I learned is very, very pertainable to what we're doing now.
I'm sure,
HTML,
yeah.
CSS, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is kind of like, this is that course in motion.
Right. This is you using the skills you got from that course in a more practical way. Right?
And exactly. I believe that there was a student, I forget who mentioned it, a student who was a computer science student who did a video game at the end of it, and that's perfect. That's exactly.
That's what you want. Yeah.
I think it gets at a larger point, though. The idea that a liberal arts education is about taking, you know, many different courses in different subjects, and that is what makes a good, well-educated person.
So I guess the point we're coming to is digital storytelling really a computer science course? Or is it, you know, everything?
Something new. Yeah, it's really something different, completely different.
I don't think it has a definition. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Alright, well, on to my next point here. I really want to talk about how the internet called Jim Groom.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, not Jim Groom, I'm sorry, Dr. Oblivion. He called him through Jim Groom.
Silly goose.
Through Jim Groom, he called Dr. Oblivion. Not actually Jim Groom himself, but Dr. Oblivion spoke to the internet today. And that was very interesting. They were both had very good points. A couple of them that really interest me were the ones that said, you know, the internet said something very important. He said, why should people have their own identities online? And, you know, Dr. Oblivion asked the internet that question. Why should people have their own identity online? And the internet said, why ask why when you should just say because? You know? And I think that goes to what we were talking about earlier, where you have this internet identity because it's the next step in the human thinking process, you know? We're here right now in this world where we're all confused about the internet, just as they were back in the old days of you know, a long time ago, where the printing press was new and people didn't know how to express themselves with writing, you know, and typing and printing and sending out all over the world, and anybody could say anything they wanted. This is even more than that. This is like anybody can say anything they want at any time. They can publish it anywhere, like that.
In any format.
Any format, Twitter, Facebook, blogs, all of that. Pictures. You can share a picture in less than a minute that you've just taken of something, you know? Like, I'll text people all the time, like, on the phone. I'll send them pictures of something I'm doing. You know, that's instantaneous, and that creates so much knowledge and so much potential. So, I agree with the internet here when he said you should say because, you know? And I'm curious as to what you think about that as well, because I thought that was a very good point.
I think you said it very well. I really agree with you. I don't have much to say. You said everything that I could possibly.
This is why we're friends, because we agree on so much, you know? So, one more thing before I get to my last point. Dr. Oblivion said a really good quote that I thought was perfect for this course and kind of summarizes the whole thing. He said, by giving you a sandbox, we give you the opportunity to explore. And I have not much else to say besides that, you know? That's it. Because that's DS 106, you know?
I think again of immediately Minecraft, where literally you have a bunch of sand, and in the Minecraft DS 106 server, there's literally a town.
Yeah.
Another town is is half built perhaps, a wall. And you can stay within that wall and inside that town. Or you can get up and explore the rest of the sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
And I am imagining all the people who are just going to stay inside, or even I'm sorry, like if there's a real, you know, a sandbox in a playground, and the people who are standing outside who don't want to get their feet dirty. You know, that's a shame.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if that was my child, I would kick him in the rear to get in there.
Punt him into the sandbox.
Punt him in.
You gotta give people a little push, you know? You gotta give them a little digital push. And I think that's what DS 106 does. It gives you that little, get in. It's okay. Try it. If you don't like it, that's fine. But just try.
It'll be over in 5 weeks.
Exactly. I think everyone should take this course. I think it should be required.
You know what? I actually think so too.
We're so similar, you know? And my last and final point, Dr. Oblivion mentioned you in his video.
I know! He also mentioned you though, too.
He did, but he talked about you directly. Your website, your URL. I was so happy for you, and I saw all of that.
Thank you. And it's like hearing from, you know, it's like someone saying it, you know, on the TV, on the telly.
Like Brad Pitt.
Talking about you.
I was just touched and blown away when my name was mentioned. And I admire Dr. Oblivion so much. You know,
he's really changed my life. In these past 2 days, I'm just completely, I can't help but think about what he says all the time.
Leals, I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now.
Please.
I'm going to be honest. You and I need to meet in person. You and I need to come together and search for Dr. Oblivion together. We need to find him and seek him out and absorb his wisdom into our hearts and minds.
Shannon, he's never seen anybody in 27 years.
We can do it. I don't care. It'll be our breakthrough in this course. The hunt for Dr. Oblivion. We can do it. You just have to come to America with me. You can stay with me. I have a big apartment. You can stay. I have an extra room.
But my cat.
Bring your cat. Bring your cat. Come on.
Cat.
You can bring the cat. I don't care. You need to come here, and we need to search for him together so we can absorb his mass wisdom and be there when he's saying all these profound things so we can really feel the emotional impact that they have. I need you here, Leals. I need you. I barely met you, but you're already my best friend. And you need to be here with me right now. I'm gonna be honest.
I'll do it.
You'll do it?
I'll come across.
You'll do it?
I'll come across the pond.
Oh my god, I'm so excited!
What you're doing, DS106.
Yes! DS106
Right.
brings people together.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to book it right now, right here on this screen.
Do
Are
it.
you ready?
Do it. I'm so excited now. I'm
Okay,
so happy
yeah.
to finally meet you in person. We've been
All
talking because of DS106. You know, we've been brought together as friends, and, you know, we have all these similar opinions and ways of thinking, and now I'm going to get to see you in person. And the reality of the internet is going to meet the reality of reality. And that is so cool. So meta right now. So meta.
I've got to go pack. Here I go. I'm
Go.
going to come.
Go
I'm
pack.
on that way.
Go right now. I'll see you when you get here. Enjoy your flight. Have a good flight. I'm so excited. I cannot believe Leigh Ells is actually going to come and meet me. Oh my god, this is so cool.
Shannon,
You're here!
I came!
You came!
I've got the cat!
Oh my god, I'm so happy! Oh!
We're going to go off on our adventure.
We're going to go on the hunt for Dr. Oblivion.
It begins now.
Watch out.